Now, surely it can't just be me that smells mountains and mountains of gold. Welcome to Crusader Kings II, the adventures of the Godslayer dynasty, and currently, of course, Jengar Godslayer, 48 years of age, and more importantly, founder of an entire goddamn merchant republic. Here we are in Iceland. So yesterday, I will put my hands up and fully admit, I did leave this in a comment on yesterday's episode as well. I was massively overwhelmed trying to not only explain all of the mechanics that come with the Republic, you know, arguably the most complicated transition in terms of gameplay from tribal to a more advanced government type. Even tribal to feudal isn't that much of a change, ultimately. Tribal to Republic, massive difference. Republic arguably been one of the most complicated government types, I would say. Definitely the most mechanically dense government types. You've got all the things you can do with feudal, essentially, with the addition of the Republic, the trade routes, everything else. Not only that, I also had to try and remember the mechanics of a game I haven't realistically played in over 2 years now. You know, long before Crusader Kings III came out, we stopped Crusader Kings II just before that. So it's been a while getting back on top of things. But let me just clarify, because there were a couple of people like, "Why have you done this? Surely you're weaker now. You've given some of the dynasty's glory away." No. We are always indisputably in charge of Iceland because of those initial plays that we made. Even if we were to lose the election now, if we were to throw it all away, if Union Godslayer never got the title, we would only lose the duchy title, which again is just a title, doesn't inherently have land associated with it. We would lose the capital city, so in this case, Valkjastad would just be the only one that we lose. Everything else in Iceland, we retain. So we keep the barony of Reyðarfjall, Reyðarfjörður, the city there, Eskilfjörður. We keep Sörland, or Söderland as it should be, with Reykjavik and Altanes. We've got Vestisland with Flam, and then Húsavík there in Nordland. All of that, all of those counties are ours. We will always 100% have all of the power in Iceland. They might have the title, but ultimately they've got the duchy level title, which is purely ceremonial, and then a city. That's it. There is no way that we will ever lose our power unless that duke somehow gets enough funds to hire enough troops to take our titles away from us. It's not going to happen. And trust me when I say that will never, ever happen. The AI is just not that malicious. So, in conclusion, we're in a very, very good place. You know, we are indisputably always going to be in control of this because of those plays that we made, because we control all of the titles and all the sub-cities in it, and we built the trade posts as well. Don't forget, all of Iceland's trade is dominated by us. We are giving these people permission, essentially, to trade within our realm, and occasionally we'll give them a little more power if we were to lose the election. They already started pumping their campaign funds. Look, they have. What is wrong with them? They haven't even built a trade post. This guy hasn't even upgraded his house at all, and he's just gone all in on pumping his funds. Very weird. I guess the AI is desperate for it because we don't have a clear successor yet. An emphasis on yet. Union could be very, very good. Did, of course, give Slurvar the castle. We could revoke that, put him back in control. Honestly, I think it'll still be fine regardless, but if things do go badly, we can sort that out, no problem. We'll just take on like -10 of general opinion for a little bit of tyranny there, revoking the castle, but honestly, it is redeemable. So then, we are 1 over our domain limit, which to be honest is a bit of a pain in the ass. We could give away the castle in Söderland, make them a baron under us, which I'm fine with. I'm happy to do that. We'll give it to this guy. I could have given it to another son, I suppose. We could have given it to you or Pooh, one of our other children. To be honest, they could do with the help, but also they're not very good rulers. Oh, he came out. Oh, no, he didn't come out very good at all. He's got shrewd and attractive, but he's still fucking terrible. We could have given it to one of our sons, but, you know, whatever. But they don't need it anyway. We want to keep them in our court, of course, to keep our trade posts up. So by landing them, we would have lost potentially control over one of our trade posts there. You don't lose it until succession if you're over limit. So let's spend some tech points then, just to clear off that notification. This is what we've got. Now, all of these buildings are upgraded versions of what were tribal villages, and that's what determines what you start with in a city when you upgrade. So some of these are quite new. Dirt track, city fortifications, port. There were no tribal equivalent for those. We should upgrade them as soon as possible. University is also very, very good. If we could build that as soon as possible, that'd be great. That gives 30% technology spread rate, so we bring the rest of Iceland up to our technology level. Got a lot of other stuff going for us. Basically, don't worry about it. What we need to tick off for sure is the basic level of... What is the capital city of Iceland right now? Right now, it's just a village. We need a dirt track, construction level 2, and popular customs level 2. So we can crack that out literally instantly. A lot of people... You'll think it's so original. I genuinely saw about 10 people making the Rome wasn't built in a fucking day joke. Never mind. Iceland was. Iceland will be, because we've still got that day modifier. That might be locked in for a long, long time, especially with our current character. So what's it we're after again? Remind me. Popular customs. That's it. We should be able to crack that one out too, right? There you go. Easy. So now we can go for our village. And there it is right away. Let's get you upgraded. We're building so fast that the game will... There'll be a little bit of a lag on what we're actually able to build. You see that? Because it thinks that Holding is still building things. It takes 2 days to update it. 1 day to build it, another day to check whether we can actually build again, which is very bizarre. Let's go ahead and throw down... I mean, tax collect's okay. Small mayoral office is used to upgrade all of this stuff. Given that we will lose the city on succession if we don't retain it, we might want to upgrade a different county, like Reykjavik, for example. We want this one we will always keep. We'll never lose this. We might want to upgrade this one as our personal capital. If we were to lose the election, we can fall back on this one instead. That might be a good idea. But given that I don't plan on losing, you shouldn't plan to fail. We should plan to be in a good place should we fail, which we already are. I think we've already got that ticked off for the time being. We shouldn't plan to fail. We should try and make this the most glorious kingdom possible. So let's go for whatever gives the most tax income, which right now is the port. What is it people said? That was it. A comment yesterday said, use your trade resources. And you know what? That's a very good point, because we've already forged the Golden Bloodline, or at least we're going to forge the Golden Bloodline very soon. Why not use it on the capital? So steel ingots gives unit attack and defense. Silver ingots, though, gives tax income, tax modifier. We gain gold from doing that as well. We're essentially selling it, so to speak. Also worth keeping an eye. This is such a minor feature that I love to point out to people. Given on the city sprawl here in Iceland, any province in the world this will apply to, as you build up the city, well, not only can you see the visual difference there between the kind of more stone and domed buildings from our province that is Han, but over in this province, you can see the more kind of European, for lack of a better word, style buildings there. But the city sprawl gets bigger as you upgrade it more and more, which I always thought was quite a nice feature. Like, for example, if we go down to Constantinople here, that entire province is filled with buildings. And you can see their own kind of unique style on that too. So then, let's go and send the rest of that stuff over. So spices give tax income again, so let's send that one over too. Grains, what do those give? Give us some gold. Honestly, I'm just going to send everything. Fuck it. Should we just go all in? Send it all. Here, take the lot. Silk cloths give tax income, technology spread rate, blah, blah, blah. 410 gold plus another 39. This might give us the money we need. Look at this. Tax income, tax modifier. My God, this is going to be actually insanity. Actually insanity. Send the glasswares. Send the musical instruments. Send a statue. Send the weapons and armor. My God. We can place a stall. This slightly increases the price of selling everything. Okay, well, I'm not really too bothered about that one. So with that, is that all we needed to build the bloodline? It absolutely is. So let's kick things off today. I say kick things off, we're 8 minutes in. Let's kick things off with something massive. We immediately become the founder of the Golden Bloodline, giving burgher vassal tax 10%. Burghers being, of course, people who live in burgs, cities. So that it will affect all of the cities in Iceland with 10%. Given that we filled the capital with cities, we've got 3 of them there. 1 here, of course, 1 here, and 1 over in that one too. That's going to be massive for us. Somebody in the comments did say it's actually not a bad idea, given that we're a raiding culture, to have that castle. So I don't feel so bad about that in hindsight. So we'll still have 4 cities, 2 castles, and a temple, which is more than good enough. What else did we get from that? City vassal opinion +5. That does affect patricians, which is quite nice. And then trade income plus 10%. Wowee. So all of those trade posts get 10% extra. Not really relevant with too many of them, but you've got to look at East Iceland here. 300. That's another 30 gold, which is massive. That's more than some of our other ones. Well, that's almost as much as some of our other ones are making. Boom. What was the final one there? We had something else as well. Ignores most of the society's requirements and rank about half the cost. Unlock offer to buy goods for non-members. So our descendants can buy goods now. That's interesting, which we can, of course, not really do much with, but spend it on our capital. Grand Mayor Zengar Goldslayer, a merchant without peer, able to sell sand to desert dwellers. Lady Luck will certainly continue to watch over his descendants. Look at that. What a lineup of characters we've had. Is it every other generation? So Slurvar didn't found one, but Fat Arm did. And then, no. It was the only Slurvar, our current character's father, who wasn't able to do it, because he died, of course. Absolutely insane. Well then, that seems pretty good. And we've got so many fucking modifiers. What's that brought it down to? Man, the prices are so low, aren't they? Oh, it doesn't take the gold away. Oh, shit. Well, let's repay some of our debt, actually. Oh, look. The time has come to repay the money I owe to moneylenders. There is a chance, a 10% chance, we can upgrade our education with this. I completely forgot that was a mechanic. This is from a mod called Flogi's Tech Mod, but I never play without it, so it's essentially base game for me. Wowee. Okay, 10% chance. I mean, look. We take a loan out for 300. We pay it back for 380. We're essentially saying for 80 gold per attempt, do we want to upgrade our stewardship trait? And then, of course, on average, we're talking 800 gold to pay for an upgrade for our education. If you want to play a complete numbers game like that, which absolutely I do. We're a fucking republic. This character his entire life has been numbers games. You didn't forge a golden bloodline by not knowing how to count. So can we just keep doing that then? Repay the loan? We can. Okay. So we can obviously only repay the loan if we've got a loan taken out. Any luck? Nothing yet. Well, let's invest before we continue taking out loans that realistically we don't need. Now, the other thing someone else left a comment saying yesterday is we can upgrade, of course, our wonder into a city of wonder. It is 10,000 prestige, which is normally prohibitively expensive, but not for us. 9,000 prestige essentially means all we have to do is take our raiders, and their boat is, of course, 152. That means that we get 1,500 prestige if we fully fill the fucking thing. That means all we have to do is fill these boats, and we're golden. I mean, we're literally golden already, but I mean, we're golden in the sense that we can upgrade it to a city of wonder. For some time now, my wife Freya has been avoiding me. She has not visited my bedchamber for several weeks. It's because I'm a gamer. Oh my god, I heard a couple of servants gossiping. They said she's contracted syphilis. She has. I'll show that Norse glutton what I do with traitors. She has contracted syphilis from someone. Of course, we don't have syphilis. Oh, Freya. Shall we say, poor thing, I will do what I can for her. We were kind. We lost it when we became a humophant. Is it more unhinged to be kind to your wife whilst also simultaneously sacrificing children en masse at the top of your temples? I honestly kind of like that more. Okay. Let's go for it. 30% chance of becoming kind again. We didn't get it anyway, so I suppose that's just fate at that point, right? We could bash this down. I don't think it's necessary. I really don't. We could assault that down probably without any problems at all, but... Oh, hello. Copy Beowulf. Yes, give me that. I'll take Beowulf. That's fine. 95 gold. Ooh. There must be some way to force open the defenses of Bath. Bath is a city in, shit, where is it? Like Wiltshire? I don't know. I don't actually know where it is, but that's the name of it. It's called Bath, because Romans, get this, like to bath there. That's all there is to it. I only need to think of a good idea. Shall we assault from land and sea and crack their defenses, or no need to risk my men needlessly? We will wait. No. Use our military skill to attempt a quick assault against the defenders of Bath. I don't think we need to do that. It's genuinely going to take 24 days. But you know what? All right, then. I'll do it. I will lead a full assault. Wait. Bath and Cirencester? That doesn't make any sense, because Cirencester's... Whatever. Get him. With attackers coming from both land and sea, the defenders of Bath were unable to divide their attention between our assaults. My raiders were able to slip through their palisades and kill many of them before being repelled. What a complete waste of our time, because it still took the same amount of time anyway, but never mind. Wow. They had a lot of gold there. Holy crap. Let's move down to Somerset. I'm sorry, I need it for my City of Wonder. I'm sure you'll understand. People from Somerset, unfortunately, they can barely communicate. It's all just grunts. As my troops ransacked the castle of Taunton, they uncovered... Again, Taunton's not in Somerset. They uncovered an interesting relic the Countess Hextilda had hidden away there. Wonderful news. And we've also... Oh, we destroyed a different artifact. We should do something with all these artifacts. I suppose we should probably ship them off to China. You are now known as the Sea King. For you can take whatever you want from anywhere, and the wild waves beat on rock and sand. No man sails the ship better, no man fights more fiercely, no man is held more in fear. I do not so. We become a Sea King, the highest Viking rank. This character is known and feared far and wide. Wherever salt water can be found, there is the terror of Sea King. Well, like a vampire, except instead of running water, it's salt water. No, wait, it's the other way around. Fresh water. Martial +3. We get a little bit of prestige. We get a little bit of personal combat. Norse Pagan Opinion +25. Because, of course... Hello. More precious books. I collect books. It was Strabo's Geography. Somebody else needs to read them at Paradox, because all these cities are in the wrong place. Let's go down to Devon. A woman accused of witchcraft has been found. My lady, Ji Chong. What do you think? Burner? Should burn at the stake? Our subjects will feel protected, and who am I to argue with the wise priests? Burn her. Oh my god. This character might be not only the best character we're going to get in this entire campaign, but maybe one of the best fucking CK2 characters I've ever had. You are no longer content to rest on your laurels. The problems facing your realm are legion, but clearly no one can fix them but you. We gain the trait Ambitious, which, by the way, gives +2 to everything. And... Fuck! This is actually madness. Your understanding of all matters pertaining to rulership and administration have increased. We also leveled up our education. That was like the most insane string of upgrades I think I've ever seen. Bloodline, Sea King, education, ambitious, just like that. It's unending. Now all we need, genuinely, to make the perfect character, or within the concept of our religion in this case, all we need is Hemoarch. The few final sacrifices to get up to Hemoarch from Hemophant, we've done it. Level 3 Trader, Level 3 Viking, Level 3 Blood Sacrifice. If we could upgrade our education too, which, like I said, we can. On average, 800 gold, we'll upgrade it. In theory, we can still do it at this level too. My god, this is like ludicrous. Actually ludicrous. I love it. I'll take it. Hello, Guken Wulfordson. Join me. Join me at the top of my temple. Hire additional guards, of course. There are some highway robber bands, and we will do whatever we can to protect our gold. What is our income? 213! That's a little misleading, of course. That's from all of those trade goods that we accrued over a lifetime of trading. That's not representative of what it will be later on. 213. What's Venice making? They're the oldest and richest merchant republic. They're making 43 gold per month. I'm in awe. I am absolutely in awe. And with all this money, we just built our City of Wonder. And look. We build our City of Wonder. We upgrade the capital instantly to the best one possible. Our limiting factor is solely technology at this point. So I think upgrading all the hospitals in Iceland will work. Due to bandits, war, epidemics, the center of trade is facing harsh times. The voices of several merchants reach your ears. I will have to either give them gold coins, 2,000. They can fuck off. Should give them one shipment of high-quality goods. Are you kidding me? Either 2,000 gold or a crate of glassware. Take my glassware, you idiot. Greetings, Master Jengar. When I was walking around town doing tasks, I often encounter vagrants, and I simply must give them a few coins out of pity. However, lately their numbers have increased, and I think that I made a mistake helping them. Could you give me any advice? You're being too nice with the common folk, or you're not cherishing your money enough. Which would be more beneficial to give to our apprentice Christina, the messianic shield maiden, the Valkyrie of our realm? I think greedy would work better. Envious probably wouldn't help. She might be envious of us. Let's go for greedy. And she absolutely got it. Greedy is also like +3 stewardship, right? No, it's absolutely not. I'm thinking of charitable. Or I think charitable's only +2, but it doesn't really matter. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. I think it's more beneficial. A servant comes to him, panic and exhausted. He says, there is an intruder in your warehouse. Guards, what am I paying you for? We don't need to fight intruders anymore. We're a 50-year-old man. We're old. We're officially old. While passing judgment on criminals from the safety of your throne, a young noble is brought before you. Quickly comes to the conclusion this man is indeed guilty. No, being noble birth means nothing. We're a merchant republic now. We don't care about noble characters. Sacrifice him. Well, I say sacrifice him. Throw him in the dungeon. Oh, hello. The Ham people have always seen black cats as a sign of good luck and fortune, so long as they are treated with respect. Yet I hear tales from other lands fearing them as harbingers of death and destruction, and even sad, gut-wrenching tales of black cats being tortured and murdered because of this. There are strange and horrifying customs out there. Think about foreign lands, diplomacy +1. I don't know what that leads to, but I guess we'll find out. Bear in mind, every other event we've had about cats has led to us fist fighting Cthulhu. I'm kind of hoping that that's just incidental. Oh, some days being the Grand Mayor is no easy thing. There's always business to attend to, subjects seeking audiences and vassals complaining about their imagined injustices. Finally, you're having a moment to yourself, strolling the gardens. In the distance, you spot a stranger, dressed in a simple garb. Shall we rather be alone or invite this man to walk with us? Let's invite him to walk with us. We are gregarious. Turns out this stranger, Augusto, is a Catholic monk on his way back to a cloister after several months on the road. As the evening light grows dimmer, we converse about life and death, his god and Odin. When you excuse yourself to return home, the monk asks if you can offer a room for board for a few days. Of course, Augusto, you shall rest fine by my hearth. Sympathy for Christian religions. There is an excellent inn not so far from here, or I shall not have an infidel under my roof. I mean, we're gregarious. We're not particularly zealous, but we're also proud. I'm going to pay him off. Take my money and leave. Oh, no. No. For whom the bells toll. More often than not, you retreat to your chambers in the evening, feeling exhausted and weary. Tonight's no exception. Falling asleep is usually easy after a long and taxing day. However, recently sleep seems to elude you. You're sitting in your study, idly moving chess pieces on the board before you, sipping a glass of wine, hoping that it shall... Idly moving chess pieces on the board before you, sipping a glass of wine, hoping it shall give you the rest you seek. Suddenly, you hear a sound behind you and you turn to your chair. There stands a man you walked with a few days ago. Good evening, my lord. I realize I never introduced myself properly. I am Death, and I am here to collect you. A dagger is glinting in his hand. We can shout, "Not today!" Launch yourself at Augusto and attempt to overpower him. One of two options will happen. 80% chance we die, 20% chance of surviving the assassination attempt. However, we are likely to be injured. Or, I challenge you to a game of chess. Attempt to buy yourself time by challenging Augusto to a game of chess. Alright, let's go for the game of chess. I feel like we have no choice here. Our guy is shrewd. We're patient. We're diligent. We're a scholar. Ambitious. We're brave. Wow. And there was me saying, I've rarely had the chess with death event. Augusto raises an eyebrow, an amused look on his face. Why not? I have all the time in the world. Though you are simply postponing the inevitable, Zhengov, you are sure to lose. He settles in a chair opposite. Black or white? Okay. I don't remember the right solution. White goes first in chess. And I have a feeling if we say I will play as black, he might respond well to that. Because we're giving him that opportunity, you know? Or do we go white so that we get the first move? I'm not sure what the right answer is. I'm going to say I play as black. Black, my lucky color. Well, it matters not, Augusto says with a nonchalant shrug. What is the strategy for the first part of the game? Do we play the safe... Is it safest? It is safest to play defense. Okay, got it. I will take advantage of any opening no matter the risk. Or I will carefully analyze the board and take my time. So this one gives either good, neutral, or bad. This one gives either great, good, or terrible. This one guarantees good. 20% chance to make it. So that's 40% chance of the... So this one is off the table entirely, because that one is inferior to this one in every way. The question is, do we roll the 20% chance of a great move? 80% chance is the same as this option, or worse. 60% chance, though. That's the wrong way to look at it, isn't it? We've got a 60% chance of making this move or better. Oh, man. That's a hard choice. I feel that the sensible option is this one. It's 40% chance of a terrible move, though. I'm going to go with the safe option. Let's see how we do. Carefully analyze the board and take my time, because we have the shrewd trait. Well, Augusto is certainly an accomplished player. You managed to capture a few more pieces than him during the first part of the game. You do not like the look on his face, however. Thank Odin for my good fortune. Please let it continue. You try to keep your nerves in check, although it's nearly impossible. You're in the lead. That scowl on Augusto has renewed your hopes, or is it just a trick? What is your next move? Shall we distract him? And perhaps we can return one of our lost pieces to the board. Knock over your wine glass and attempt to distract him. 67% chance of cheating successfully, or 33% chance of botching the attempt to cheat. Or, it's best to focus on the game. 25% chance of making a good move, 75% chance of making a neutral move. 67% chance of cheating successfully is very tempting. 2 and 3. I'm going to go for it. Oh. You almost cannot believe it, but surely it's so. The plan is a success. The wine spills all over Augusto's garb. As he rubs a cloth on the huge red stain, cursing you under his breath, you restore one of your rooks. That was worth getting called a foul fanatic for sure. Perhaps I can win this after all. Never have I met more of a tenacious, unnerving opponent, and never has so much been at stake. The game is nearing its end, and it's looking even indeed. Augusto is playing with your captured queen, smiling contently. I could be persuaded to return this to you for the right price. No, thank you. I put my trust in my skill. 20% chance of making a great move, 30% chance of making a good move, 30% chance of neutral move, or 20% chance of bad. That's not bad. I mean, it's 20% chance of bad, but overall it's not terrible. But we don't just want neutral, and arguably we don't just want good. We want the best. The life of my daughter, Susan Wachitsky. If I lose, she is yours. So it lowers the chance of a bad move. It lowers the chance of a great move, but a good or average is increased. I'm going to take the gamble. I put my trust in my skill. And of course, as we're hosting dinner for some local dignitaries, the full moon comes into view and we howl at the moon. Oh, I guess that was before the chess game, of course. Are you kidding? During the last few moves, it feels as if time is standing still. Your thoughts are muddled, moving slowly as if through a thick syrup. Random disjointed flashes through your mind. Places you once visited, old friends you've not seen in years, dreams you gave up on. So many loose ends, and now it might be too late to pick them up again. Checkmate. Your head snaps back up, your eyes locking with Augusto's. For the first time this evening, you can really see it, the chills due to your core. The figure before you is not an ordinary man, not at all. This is death, and he just won. It is time then, Jengar, he sighs contentedly. The endless rest awaits. Please. No, I beg you, one more year! And that is what you call bullshit. Gifu has been elected the new mayor of the Great Republic of Iceland. At the age of 50, we were killed by death. It is... it's a little bullshit because that event is very, very, very difficult to win. Very difficult. Without the Game Master trait, it is exceptionally hard to win that event. The second it popped up, I knew we were dead. And to be honest, we were probably dead regardless of how many great moves we made that. I don't think we had enough points either way. But that is it. Jengar is killed. And you know what? I'm not that angry because being killed by death in a game of chess to the Grim Reaper himself, I think that is an acceptable end to our character's legacy. And as I said, we are still in complete control of Iceland. The only thing we don't have is this particular city. All of those modifiers we had going still affect our baronies, our cities. Our brother is... Okay, so our brother is subservient to the Grand Mayor himself, but we are still in control directly of these 3 provinces and, I mean, 50% of this province too, right? A little bit frustrating that it died so... I mean, it was kind of ceremoniously, but it didn't really feel earned in some ways. Doesn't really matter. We are now Godslayer Yuning of West Iceland. So then, I guess we need to really focus on getting this kid educated thoroughly and successfully. Alu, our master engineer, the guy who was friends with our father all those years, you are in charge of our education. Let's send him a gift. Wow, fuck off. 4? Okay, I guess we'll send him a gift then. Why 4? Oh, because we're so far over our domain limit. Let's just weather the storm. Being this far over our domain limit, people are going to hate us because we've got too many hell provinces. They're going to hate us for all sorts of various different reasons. We're a tiny child. We're only a count now. It's irrelevant. We can weather it, I think. With kind of careful play here, I think we'll be okay. Let's set up the council. Name that guy Steward as well. We need a good spy master who loves us. Jin our father's first wife. She will make for a good spy master because she also kind of likes us. Let's send her a gift. It's only 4 gold. Oh, shit. Make a member of parliament. I think that fades away almost instantly, doesn't it? But never mind. Let's make our Guardian like he's a little more too. You can be Trade Master. Gives 25 opinion. Let's make him Member of Parliament. Let's make him our Mistress. That's a joke. Let's demand Religious Conversion, though, because that'll make him like us a bit more. There you go. 71 opinion right away. Fantastic news. And then if we convert him... Ah! What is it? I asked the guards. You've inherited this Mjolnir, one of them explains. From Grand Mayor Godslayer Jengar. If you want to keep it, we'll store it for you, Master, but it might need some maintenance, though. Fucking hell! Holy shit! To maintain Mjolnir, in brackets, the Hammer of Thor, it's going to cost us 2,600 gold. Or, we cannot afford to maintain all that old junk thrown our way. We destroy Mjolnir. We just lob it. No. Spare no expense. There are very few artifacts I'll do that for, but I feel like we have no choice. Alu wants 500 gold immediately. Fine. Let's focus on, at this point, we focus on investing. Invest the goods in your capital. Where did our capital end up being? So our family's capital has been moved over here to West Iceland. I mean, Reykjavik makes way more sense. Its tax is higher. It's also got the barony there too. We're going to make this one our capital then. I haven't got the right letter, but can we rename? Oh, we can't rename it because we're not the top liege. I was going to say we'll put the Eth back in Söderland and kind of make it as close as I could, but never mind. And here we are then. This is us. Tiny little Yuning. Let's see if we can make him as good as our father. We've got to invest all those tech points where we weren't able to invest them in the capital. Fuck it. Let's throw a military organization, a little construction. Let's go for popular customs then. It seems like an alright idea. Ask courtiers to leave court. How many people we got in our court? Yeah, get out. Let's kick them all out. I know it says that we'll lose the gold, but when they leave our court, chances are we'll get the money back anyway. Man, that's crazy. I was like, actually insane. And it is a little bit of a disappointment that we didn't get Hemoarch. Master Trader, Master Viking, Journeyman or middle ground on the Hema front. A little bit frustrating, but I can't complain. We got the bloodline. We got 2 out of the 3 highest tier traits. He was an insane character, and that run of luck towards the end was unfathomable. Of course, we had to pay the luck tax at that point, huh? Unbelievable. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave it there for today, because I think that's an incredible place to leave it. And I've got a lot of administrative stuff I need to sort out with YouTube as well. So that's a great place to leave it for today. And then tomorrow we'll be playing Yuning. I'll probably do an edited episode tomorrow then, because we're going to be a child in a republic, so we really can't do much, unfortunately. I'll go through all of our artifacts too and reorganize it, because this is a fucking state. And then we'll be back and we'll take back our freaking republic.